What's up, everybody? Welcome to This Took Forever. I'm Syrena, or Bean. It's funny. Okay, I'm still learning how to do all this. I can record video on the podcast app service that I have. So I thought I'd just make some YouTube videos. Maybe I'll post a podcast, but we'll see. Maybe some just short ones. But I know earlier I talked about healing is so messy and ugly. It doesn't feel good. It's really painful, but it's so necessary to untangle the big ball of yarn, the big mess. You have to pick it apart and untangle it and wind them all up nicely so that you can understand what's going on. When you can reverse engineer the situation and see the steps, including your own, not just other people's. You have to see where you are in everything, because everything's a mirror. Everyone's a mirror. Everything's a mirror. Everything. Your whole outer world is a mirror to your internal. So, and once you figure that out for reals and it makes sense, so as you heal, you're not just healing from what other people have done to you, you're also healing from what you've done to yourself. I know. Look, we all play a part in our life. You're supposed to be the main character, so act like it, right? Okay, so healing. There were a lot of things that were very surprising to me and very shocking to me, like the part you play in your own demise, if you will. And it starts so farther back than what you probably think. So whatever situation you're sitting in right now probably has nothing to do with you personally, whatever. It's just you found yourself somewhere because of decisions you've made. And the reason you made those decisions usually has something to do with something back in childhood. Trust me, I know this is crazy, and if none of this is making sense to you, don't worry about it. Scroll on. Just, hi, come back another day. If what I'm saying to you makes sense, yeah. That's the discovery that I made. It took a while because I had no idea that I had childhood trauma. No idea. That one was a surprise because I was like, I survived my childhood. I'm fine. Look how well I'm doing. Like, I'm fine. I'm doing better than most. I'm good. No. No. It's not that easy. Yeah, I know. It's not necessarily everything in the 3D, the mirror. See, the thing is I had everything, but essentially I was still empty, and the things reflecting back to me were not fulfilling me because it's not what I needed. So even though I had everything, I was still miserable. So it's a mirror. It's reflected back to me, So I had everything, but I was absolutely miserable, and I didn't know why. And my soul did. I didn't. Whew, yeah. When you heal, and if you do it correctly, I suppose, you understand your soul has to wake up. And when your soul wakes up, that's a whole different level of healing. And there's a reason that people don't go on this journey. And I do know now, I understand that not everyone will. Not everyone is going to do this in my lifetime, in their lifetime, whatever, in this lifetime. And it's just not their time. And I just kind of had to take my hands off of it. And I was like, okay, I need to make these videos and this podcast and this information for whoever needs to find it. It's not for the world. It's not for everyone, obviously. And what will ever come of this, I have absolutely no freaking clue. And quite frankly, I don't really freaking care. Because right now, this is just what my soul is pulling me to do. I've been sitting in the void for so long that finally now I understand like what it's for. The void isn't punishment, even though, trust me, it feels like it. The void is the silence that you need. It's that peace. It's that quietness. It's the no ambition, no performance, no nothing. It's where your authentic self can wake up. Hello, soul comes online. If there's no distractions, there's nobody to wake up and perform for, there's nobody to cook food for, there's nobody. The only person I have to really take care of is Lemon, and the boys when they're here, but they're teenagers. Like, it was the perfect time in my life to do this. All of my timelines aligned, and I said yes, and God has just been letting it happen. It's been really crazy, painful, but an amazing experience, and I'm glad that it's happening. If you would have asked me that 6 months ago, I would have had another answer. But again, so when you're in the void, essentially you're just sitting in the dark. It's scary, right? It's some people don't like the dark. I've become comfortable in there. I'm not scared of the boogeyman, so whatever. And this is where you can feel and do whatever you want, because if there's nobody around you, all of my friends have lives or live really far away. I haven't been hanging out with anybody. There's been nothing. It's myself and the dog. I do have crochet class tonight with a group of ladies, so I'm excited for that. But I love crocheting. I like class. That's what I'm gonna go do. Um, I'm a homebody. And this is essentially who I really am. If I'm given the choice, like my friend Alex was like, hey, you want to go to a concert? I had it all planned out. And I was like, dude, I don't feel good and I don't want to go. He was totally cool. He knows. He gets it. He's like, no hard feelings, man. It's all good. I was like, man, homie, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to go. And I'm so glad I stayed home, because I felt like 1,000 pounds lifted off my shoulder after I told him. I was like, I really I don't feel good. I'm just not feeling it. And he was like, no problem. There's this chick I want to ask out anyway. I was like, cool, man. Hook up, do your thing. I'll see you around, right? And so that's just like what happened. And so, anyway, I know. And I couldn't, I'm so uncomfortable on camera. Like, I know I look like hell. Okay. Like, this is bad. The lighting's horrible. There's no good angle going on here. I've got a sports, this is bad. I understand. But it's not about what I look like. It's about what I have to say. It's about the people that I need to reach. It's about finding the community. And I don't know exactly how this is going to happen, folks. So I'm just throwing it out there. So, again, I don't even know what this podcast / YouTube thing is going to evolve to. I don't know. I just know my soul, when I wake up, says, turn the camera on. Well, today it was turn the camera on. Before, it has not been. Well, it's been nudging me, but I've been avoiding it. So any of the stuff that I've recorded in the studios and things, it hasn't gotten posted because I don't want it. But anyway, there's a lot of, like, you can see YouTube, or not YouTube, I'm sorry, TikTok, our videos and stuff. It's pretty just smoke and mirrors. Hey, don't, well, I mean, some of it got real. I mean, some of it got ugly. You can see it. I just quit caring at some point. I mean, I care to some degree, but not really. I mean, obviously, I care. I mean, I care when I look in the mirror. So I get my lips injected and get some Botox, which, yeah, again, need to get that done. But I cut my hair because I like it. I wear makeup when I feel like it, but normally I don't feel like it. But now that I'm kind of getting online and I'm going to be doing this, it's going to push me to do it for sure. That's an ego thing, right? And everybody has one. And I think that what happens during healing is we all try to get rid of the ego. We get to this point where we think the ego is bad. The ego's job is to protect you. When we think ego, we think big macho guy, like, whatever. And that is ego to some extent, but ego is, like Doctor Strange. He was the egotistical doctor, That's that ego. That's ego too, but ego is protect us and be this, jerk and be this whatever, so that people don't see that you're a failure, or that you're scared of losing it all, or that you think you're a fraud, or you've got imposter syndrome, or whatever the case is. It doesn't matter. I mean, the list is a mile long, and if it isn't any of those things, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're all guilty of it to some degree or another, right? And so anyway, that's your ego. That's what that is, and everyone has it, and you can't make it go away. But when you're sitting in the void, there's a lot less of it because it doesn't really matter if I sleep till noon. It doesn't really matter if I do the dishes tonight or if I go to bed at whatever time. It doesn't matter if I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go walk my dog. It doesn't matter. Who's going to judge me? There's nobody here. I can do whatever I want. And that's kind of like just the beauty of being alone, right? And if you let God bring you into your isolation season, your singleness, whatever, just embrace it. Embrace your time that you get to yourself. And I was so scared of it because I felt like I was in competition with my ex. I mean, he already decided he was getting married 2-3 months after I moved out of the house, which was crazy, but hey, whatever. If you found the one, you found the one. So it is what it is, right? And so to me, that's insane, but that's where he is. He wants to be married. No, I'm still not there. So, and that's okay. But this is where I mean by like, this healing journey is so individual, and it's so, your timeline is your timeline, and nobody gets to tell you whatever, but you do have to know that you do have to make those decisions to move forward. You have to make the decisions to leave your 5 of Cups energy. Yeah, you have to, that's very